o'clock, and it's time to have a visit with Dr. Adam Rubenstein. He's been with us before. He is a board-certified and an award-winning plastic surgeon. Some of the stuff he's told us in the past is absolutely amazing. If you haven't heard from him, you got to pay attention to the website he's going to tell us about. That's where you will see a lot of amazing results from people who he's worked with before. His credentials take the entire length of time it would take to talk to him, so let's just skip that. Just trust me, he knows his stuff, and this is amazing stuff. Dr. Adam Rubenstein, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Thanks for having me on again. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome. Are you in Miami?
I am.
All right. And so that's a reasonable drive for somebody here who needs to have some attention done to some kind of cosmetic treatment of the kind you do, right?
Well, I'd be happy to see anybody listening. It'd be my pleasure to see them.
So every time you're on with us, you have a different topic, and I'm amazed at that. So what is the topic for today?
Well, we've got a number of things we can chat about. With the holidays coming up, one of the things that people always look to do is, what is a little pick-me-up you can do heading into the holidays? A lot of people like to use that time, either want to look good for them or use it for whatever little recovery they're going to do. But a lot of minimally invasive or non-invasive options to do a little pick-me-up to some part of you for the holidays.
And is it normally the face or the neck?
Well, it could be face and neck. There's new technology, actually, to tone your body. One of the most exciting things we've seen in a long time is a completely new type of technology that's never before been available, which is a way to bulk muscle.
Oh, really? Make you look like you've been working out?
Yeah. Well, it kind of works you out without having to go to the gym. It's a way to make your muscles really get an incredible workout and build their size. It also burns a little fat, and without having to go to the gym or have anything poked or prodded into you.
Oh my gosh! So do you feel sore after the workout? I'll just use the word workout, even though it's not a workout.
We could call it treatment, but you don't really feel sore. I've done it. I've done a series of them, and what we're talking about is a treatment called M-Sculpt. M-Sculpt is EM Sculpt, and the EM stands for electromagnetic. It uses electromagnetic energy that is set up by this couple of paddles that are placed against your skin. Again, it's non-invasive. You just press the paddle to it, and the energy comes out of the paddle and makes the muscles contract. And it does it with a certain protocol that contracts them a whole bunch of times and does it stronger than you could do it in the gym. If you go to the gym and do crunches, you can only force your muscle to contract so hard based on your effort. This forces what's called a supermaximal contraction.
And this is good for both. This is good for both men and women.
Oh yeah. We see men and women both for treating all the areas we treat. We can treat the big one is the tummies. You see a nice trimming down of the tummy. I did my series, and it flattened my tummy a little bit, and we definitely burnt a little bit of fat. You can treat the butt is another area, increase the muscle in the butt and firm it. And we see a lot of people for that treatment because, here in Miami, South Florida, there's a lot of really fit people that don't have body fat because, everyone knows about the Brazilian butt lift these days, which is where you take fat from one part of your body and use it in the butt to plump it and round it and shape it better. Well, there's a lot of people who don't have any fat here in South Florida, walking around in bikinis all day long looking great.
Oh, I have some if they need it.
Yeah, well, I always tell patients that comes up a lot. And if that were possible, I'd have two lines around the office. I'd have really skinny people that want the fat, and then plenty of people who are looking to give some away.
So what do you do? I mean, how does that person get the treatment?
Well, that's just it. We haven't had much that we can offer someone that doesn't have their own fat that they can use. But now with M-Sculpt, we've been treating lots of butts and getting pretty nice bulking of the buttock muscles that create a little plumping. But the M-Sculpt technology now, not only tummy and butt, we treat arms, legs. You treat most areas of the body now with all the applicators that we have. It's just amazing.
So
the things that we're seeing. We're getting about a 20% increase in muscle mass with 4 to 6 treatments, usually a series of 4 treatments over 2 weeks.
So what does the treatment look like? Are you laying on your belly and there's some electronic devices on your butt? How does that work?
Well, if you're treating your butt or your tummy or whatever you're treating, doesn't really matter. The applicators are placed against the muscle, and it gets strapped around your body. So if you're treating your butt, you lay on your tummy. You're treating your tummy, you lay on your back. And the 1 or 2 paddles are placed against your skin and held with these Velcro straps. And then the machine does its magic. You kind of lay back, and
Really?
it pulses the electromagnetic energy. In the case of the tummy, it forces about 20,000 contractions. So, sort of like doing 20,000
Oh, my
crunches in the
gosh.
span of a half hour.
Holy
Oh,
cow!
my.
Holy cow!
When a
Yeah,
person
yeah.
when a person has these treatments, do they have to go back for maintenance, or will they be happy with the way their body is and they don't have to worry about maintenance?
Well, that's a great question, and it's a new technology. And our recommendation is every 6 months or so wouldn't be a bad idea to get a single treatment. You don't have to go through a whole series, but going through the series is where you're seeing a 15 to 20% increase in muscle mass and definition. And if you're taking care of yourself, it might just be an extra little boost to get you another edge with your workouts. And if you're more like me and you're working all day long, you don't get to the gym as much as you'd like to, then the treatment will help you get a really intense workout. And then I think it's probably a good idea to do maintenance treatment every 6 months or so, at least once a year, maybe twice a year, just to maintain, because the stimulation of the muscle is like anything else. If you actually went to the gym and did all the exercise to get the gains you get with the M-Sculpt, you'd still have to continue working out to maintain them, otherwise they go away. So it's the same kind of thing.
So when you gain muscle and burn fat, does that show on the scale, or does the fat replace the muscle weight? Does the weight stay the same?
That's a great question. We don't see a lot of weight loss with this. With the M-Sculpt, it's really more about shaping. And you do see changes, and you'll feel it. The first thing, actually, is you don't see anything, you feel it. Even after one treatment, you can feel the difference in the strength of your core muscles. If you're doing your tummy, you'll stand up straighter, everything just feels a little more stable. You can feel the strength. I mean, like right after the treatment, for the next day or two, you kind of have this vague feeling like you get after a workout. It's not really soreness, it's just sort of, you kind of know your muscle was used. But shortly thereafter, you feel some strength coming. It's like doing a really good workout. That feeling you get.
And once one of your previous visits, you said there was a way to get an idea of what you're going to look like with photo technology. Is that possible with all of these procedures?
Not so much with the M-Sculpt, but for the other things that we do. So the M-Sculpt, it's more of a subtle change because you're not making big shifts in the shape of your body. Think about it. Bulking your muscles 15 to 20%. You can see if you're thin and you can see your tummy muscles, or if you change a little bit of your contour, but you couldn't really simulate what that would look like. Now, we do three-dimensional scans of every patient that's having this treatment. You stand on a platform, and we've got this scanner that spins you around and scans your entire body and makes a three-dimensional model. And we can do before and after scans, and you see the changes. But I can't really simulate it, as you were asking about with the Chrysalix
Right,
software.
That's what it's called.
The system that we had talked about last time. The Chrysalix can be used for areas like the neck and the face, and that's where it can be pretty impressive, especially things like noses, chins, and breast surgery. It's actually amazing. There's so many things we can do with that. We can do a simulation of breast augmentation using Chrysalix and show you with a scan of your body, your chest, exactly what it looks like with a tremendous variety of different possible breast implants that we can use. And not only can we do it in virtual reality, where you put virtual reality goggles on and see your body as if it had the implants already, we can also do it, as we talked about last time, in the magic mirror type of thing, where you can be looking up at a screen and I can hold the scanner at you and with your shirt off, And as you move around, you can see on the screen what your body looks like with the new breast superimposed.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. Yeah, and again, as I mentioned at the beginning, if you go to the website, you'll see some before and after shots and the folks that Dr. Rubenstein has worked with. So let's tell the audience the website. Is it drrubenstein.com with a hyphen between the DR and your last name?
That's exactly right. www.dr, like doctor, dash Rubinstein, which is RUBINSTEIN.com.
Okay, excellent. And do you want to give a number or just the website?
Sure. A number, would be happy to take calls, 305-792-7575.
Okay, very good. Robin wrote that down, so if you do want to have it repeated, maybe you're driving right now, you can't write anything down, call us. We'll be glad to repeat it for you. Dr. Rubinstein, have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too, and don't eat too much. You might end up in my office.
Thank you so much. Oh, man, now I can't eat much. All right, we'll be right back. Here is your 1-minute news brief. A Bellevue High School student has been arrested after faculty were tipped off that the student had a gun on campus. Deputies